Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
What's up, everyone? Thank you very much for tuning in to another video. Yeah, man, here we are. Another stream, another live. And of course, we'll be reviewing what took place at Champs. Also, we will be talking about that interview with Coach Walcott. Yeah, man, Coach Walcott did an interview. And it has sparked a bag of things, people. Yeah, man. So we certainly will be talking about that interview with Coach Walcott. And definitely we will take the conversation from there. Big up on yourself. Welcome back to another show. Yeah, man, it's from Trackside. Big up to all the people who continue to support the channel. And of course, as always, we say, if you're new, subscribe. If you like the content, drop a like. If you don't like the content, still drop a like. Alright? So yeah, people. We're gonna be discussing some track and field stuff. You understand? Very, very interesting topic. People there, we have a number that you can call in. Also, there's a group. If anybody wants to join the group, just link the number and definitely we'll add you to our what you call that, something, the group chat, WhatsApp group chat. So yeah, man. First and foremost, I want to talk about Champs, people. Yeah, man, Champs. Is Champs basically losing its crescendo? Is Champs losing its sound? Is Champs basically losing its flavor? You get what I'm saying? I don't know. What say you? Your thoughts? You can actually call in and let us have a discussion where that is concerned. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's the number you can. That's the number you can call in and let your voice be heard. I mean, Fabian will be joining us. No, as usual, Fabian will make him special appearance. But for certain, Fabian will be joining us in tonight's show. Yep. So people want to think about Champs. What are your thoughts on Champs? Julius, good and big up yourself. It's a whole heap of people on, but nobody no jumping in the chat room yet. How go on? See the phone line there, people, and you can call a number there. And let us hear what you're saying. Alright, so Bisso Afuya, it was a little tame this year. Champs is fine. The crowd just got spread out. I think that the crowd was good, you know. The problem is that the people came in late. They came in late. You understand? Um they came in late, and that was one of the things that I think contributed to the whole fact that it seems as if it was kind of a bad champs in terms of crowd support. The fans were there. The fans were there. Fans them come out after a while, man. Dav Vlogs, Chuck Universe, big up. A long time KC around. Champs can never be done. As long as KC around. Alright. The US as the NCAA and JI as the high school champs. They both work respectively for each country. Wasn't any big performance this year after sub 10 and sub 11 last year. But champs is fine. So you think so spoil the people them spoil Rob Smith? Want more sub 10 and sub 11. Twins versus Liston. So but Dockery versus Terry Long was talked about too. Don't think there was much of a story this year, so it might seem like a dull champs. Or is it because the non-traditional schools kinda put their foot in the ring and nobody expected that? Champs was okay in my opinion. People eventually came out. I think Issa needs to work on marketing the event a little bit better. Here spot, what on? Or is it a case where champs nobody now expect to go a champs midweek to go watch the 100 meters final? And Issa just change it to that, and that really threw off people. Champs wasn't as exciting as the previous years, but there were some exceptional performance. Excelsior came through, yes, Excelsior. But that was spoken of before champs actually started, and that Excelsior will be stealing some points, you know. You understand? So that was spoken of before. Excelsior's performance um never really, what I could say, it never really surprised me. because of what we knew that Excelsior will be doing. Fabian even said it the last time we met that they're gonna come fourth. They're gonna go in front of St. Diego. You understand? And they really put on some good performance. When last you have an Excelsior athlete winning the 100 meters final class 1? The long time is always a traditional school. A St. Diego, a Calabar, KC, or a Jamaica College. Excelsior to win that, nobody expected that. You understand? Last year sprints were hotter. NCAA was hot last year. Alfred. This year champs was low key. We love hype too much. I think people complained mostly about the 100 meter final, the shift. But because probably some of them did not know some of the athletes that were going to participate or competing per se, some didn't bother to show up. Yeah. Also, most people from the diaspora can't reach until Friday, so they need to move the 100 meter back. But with every championship, and that has been a big benchmark for years. Most times, the blue ribbon event is normally done on the first day or two, because you want the championship to kick off in fine style. You get what I'm saying? So that has been a benchmark. Champs really did do it differently, and it really got to the people. And now to change it back on them is kind of a different type of feeling for the fans. So I hope that can, change. But I doubt they will change it, because the rationale behind it is that this is done to actually protect the athletes who are doing multiple events. And I think coaches made mention of that. All right. Afo say more schools need to feature. The top 2 or top 3 schools teams score too many points. The schedule needs to change again, so sprints and hurdles have the benefit of positive wins. And way to go, St. Mary High. Yeah, man, big up to Kadu over there for St. Mary High School. Been doing a very good job. H. Williams says Smythe 200 was a very good run. Adjusted for what it proves, he was capable of breaking Chris Taylor record. Yup. But it never happened. That me tell about that national stadium, the wind reading, it can be very, very tricky. They ran in negative 3 meters per second, That's like hurricane. You understand? I will admit that champs this year isn't as mind-blowing as previous years. Still, the energy of the crowd hasn't been diminished. Indeed, the daily and hectare match never materialized, so that too. Yup. That too. Mike Larry, big up yourself. I don't know the runners, but it was an opportunity to know them, the future stars. Yes. I'm very impressed by Excelsior this year. They are improving their program. And talking about that, you have to big up Coach Riley, the technical director and the man behind the rise of Excelsior. I told you guys, that Excelsior is doing a fantastic job where they set goals and targets each year. And I think top 4 was one of the goals, or top 5, and they achieved it. So look out for Excelsior as they continue to grow. Can Excelsior win champs? You never know. Very all-rounded team. Especially, of course, Coach Riley is more of a hurdles specialist, and he has gotten some good results out of the hurdles, 400 meters, the jumps. Yeah, man, good program there. Sometimes you're on the field each day with these athletes, you know, man, and it seems as if nothing is materializing. But when it comes on to competition, the athletes really show up and turn up for you. And I'm sure that he's feeling great. You understand? So definitely have to look out for that. I lie, the move hoping they could get a bigger crowd during the week. Okay. Nolan Miller, big up yourself. Move the 100 back to Fridays. It's what the fans want. Figure out another way to protect the athletes. Riley are going good. Yeah, man. Long time coach Riley a good coach, you know. But I guess he won champs with Wolmer's, you know. The last time Wolmer's boys won, he was at the helm. And somehow they got rid of him. So that man has been there and done that. You get what I'm saying? So that is that. He had some very good performances from Smythe. I think he missed out on the 100-meter medal. I think he could have done better. But for some reason, I probably think something went on and he wasn't able to, you know, get that medal that he required in the 100-meter. So definitely it is one of those things that he probably went back to the drawing board and come back out in the 200 meters and deal with it. I mean, he destroyed the field, wanting of a better term. You get what I'm saying? And also his teammate Shania Douglas, that girl blew away the field, quality field with Tiana Lee Terrelang. You get what I'm saying? Tiana Lee will have to go back to the drawing board if she wants to beat this girl. This girl is a phenomenal talent. She also won the 400 meters, and it's amazing how this school, Muschett, they won back-to-back events. Shania won the 200 meters, then comes Smythe in the same class 2, winning the boys 200 meters. So that was an awesome experience and achievement for Muschett. Big up to Coach Smythe. Remember, Fabian has always been talking about him, you know. You understand? So that in itself is a good look. And I've been saying it when I was able to do the streams that this champs is a little bit different for real, because it is a situation where you have non-traditional schools finding an athlete or two that are actually causing problems. You understand? Definitely. Port Antonio, Muschett, Herbert Morrison, St. George's seems to be on the mend and rising steadily. So you have people that are actually showing up. That goes to show the talent that is on the island, as well as not only the athletes, but the coaches. And the coaches are putting in some good work to ensure that the athletes reach their optimal. So that is a good look for these institutions. All right. Riley, I'll go on good. All right. If they wanted to protect the athletes, why was the Calabar kid running hurt? Bramel, I think his name is. Why? I mean, I know not Nolan. That's a very good question. But if I'm to answer, I don't know. Coach, I wish they stopped scheduling the 200 for the afternoon. Because of that, it gets affected by headwinds every year. I wish it could keep in the night when the conditions are calmer. With the 5 days to get all of these things up and running, some of the events are going to give. Something has to give. You get what I'm saying? And which will suffer? I don't know. Like the 100 meters. Yeah, that is something they could look at, but can they control the wind? I don't know. The influx of international athletes just for the purpose of increasing the chances of winning champs feels a little icky. I don't know. Just doesn't feel right for high school. Well, it is one of the biggest thing in Jamaica, an high school championship. Not even the collegiate competition is as awesome as champs. I actually stream intercollegiate championship, and it was nowhere near to the likes of what champs or a meet on the weekend, development meet would have garnered support in terms of streaming. So it goes to show that champs is the pinnacle of track and field in terms of age group junior athletes in Jamaica. You understand? So definitely champs is the real deal. So if they are gonna try and get these athletes to enhance winning, it's always bragging rights for champs. And tell you, when champs is won by each school, it put the school out there, you know. That is where sponsorship is gonna come on board for the schools. So it does a world of good for the school, for the institution. Hence the reason why they put out so much effort to get these things done. You understand, Biso? Tracks never die. Just a shift of the way the big three do business. The 200 always gets suffer. Boy, track universe, which would you prefer to get suffer? The 200 or the 100? Because one of them Africa get the hit, you know. That me I talk about. Fabian, big up yourself. Turn the screen there. Fill out the black space. Alright, they should move the 100 to Friday night and the 200 to Wednesday. But that this schedule and it may kill champs vibes. Blue ribbon event and empty stadium is nuts. RDD, them need to stop sending all the good athletes from overseas to KC and Edwin Allen. Need to stop stream the athletes to certain schools. What that mean, RDD, is not sending. These people want to go to the institutions. You think the school will refuse an athlete because you said that? No, sir. They are not gonna refuse. Me not understand. As Fabian forward, RDD forward. I'ma track you, Fabian.
Time, man. Blessings.
Man, I track Fabian's there.
Well, my laptop dead and me leave a charger at school, so yeah, play on the phone.
Oh, yeah, man. So we just did a talk about champs and is it dead or what you think caused the non, what do you call it, highlighting of champs this year? Is it because of the not so tough athletes in terms of name, in terms of performance? What's your take? And talk
I
about the
mean,
performance of the champs, you believe.
I, so I believe that one, we had a lot of injuries in class one this year, so maybe that is why. So we had a lot of injuries in class one. That being said, we had some big names at champs. We had the Turlong coming in. We have Natrice East. You know, we have Bramwell, even though he wasn't 100. So we had the big names at champs. What I think the problem is that 5, 6, 7 years ago, the athletes moving from primary school and prep school all would have been going to the KC, the Calabar, the JC. And so that has shifted somewhat. And now you see these I don't want to say traditional schools, but schools that don't normally fight for champs, getting some really good athletes, and they are causing some problems. So that is why the excitement maybe not be there. And then the fact that Casey has been winning champs for the last few years, ever since that Calabar Dream Team has left Calabar, it has been all Casey. JC has tried their utmost best to catch up to Casey. I think they are close, but that Casey machine is a well-oiled machine. And maybe that is why, because Casey still winning, the Edwin Allen still winning. Actually, on the girls' side, remember when I said it would be close? I changed my prediction after being on the show, but it ended up being as close as I expected it to be. So I don't say lack excitement, maybe lack big names that some people are expecting, but the excitement was there. I really enjoyed this year's champs maybe more than the others, to be honest.
Performance of the championship.
You want me to find the performance of the championship? Or the
In
athlete? You want the performance or you want the athlete of the championship?
both.
So me. Alright, for me, performance of the championship would go to Shania Douglas of Muschett. Before the championships, we all knew that the fire would be in class 2 because of injuries in the other classes, and in class 2, the athletes there were on their game. If you realize, a lot of the class 2 athletes are running faster times than the class 1 athletes. So that is where the heat would be. And for her to win the 400 and then come back and beat a fully stacked 200-meter field, running down the 100-meter champion.
Not fully stocked because remember Dockery Fall started.
Minus Dakri. Yes, minus Dakri. But I don't think Dakri would prevent her from winning, to be honest, based on what I saw through the championships. So for me, that 200-meter win by Shania Douglas of Muschett, I would give that as the performance of the championships. Going into champs, other than maybe the persons who follow high school track and field, did not have her in the mix at all. Because she's not from one of those big schools. But remember, 200 meter win by Shania Douglas of Muschett, I would give that as the performance of the championships. Going into champs, other than maybe the persons who follow high school track and field, did not have her in the mix at all. Because she's not from one of those big schools. But remember, from Carifta Trials. She did stun everybody at Carifta Trials. I've been watching her from West Champs and all of that, so I knew about her. Athlete of the championship, and I could easily have given it to Shania again because of her double goal, but I'm leaning towards another double gold medalist. Actually, this person got 4 gold medals. So for athlete of the championships for me would be Aliyah Baker. And I'm not going to say it's because she got a 4x1 goal and a 4x4 goal, because it's not Shania's fault why she doesn't have a 4x1 or a 4x4 team. She did her business in her 2 flat events. But I like Aliyah Baker. She's the captain of the Hydel team. Aliyah Baker can run 1, 2, 4, 4 hurdles. And she was given a task to do by the coach to run the sprints, the 1, 2. And she did deliver 18 big points for Hydel. And based on that, I would say she would be my athlete of championships, Aliyah Baker.
Okay, but not to be biased, but of course I am going with what the data said. Kimar Smith. Why? She did not only win medals upon medals, you know. She broke a record. And that's a massive record. 16.44 in the shot put.
She was a close second for me. You know, I thought about it on my
and way. Sometimes we highlight the sprinters, you know, Fabian, but the fact that she break a record and she was one of the double goal, none of the persons who win or who won double goal got a record.
Broke a record. Right. And I can't disagree with you there, because I coming home just now, me just have a feeling you would have asked me. And coming home just now, I narrowed it down to those 3. I saw any one of them, I believe, but I just lean towards Aliyah. Maybe it's because of my Hydel bias, I have no idea. But Aliyah Baker, seeing that she's not one of those traditional 100 meter, 200 meter specialists. And she stepped down in the races and she won herself 4 gold medals. But any one of those 3 could have been named as the athlete of championship. So I can't argue with that.
Track hero, she's not literally a jumper. Kimika started out as a sprinter. And we basically put her over the throws for her to do the throws. So she didn't literally started out doing jumping. You understand? Kimika was tearing up the track since her days at Portsmouth Primary. So she was a sprinter from then. I can't recall her even trying the jumps. It's either sprinting or throws. And she has developed into a fantastic thrower. Big up to the coaching staff. Again, who put things together. And trust me, with the speed that she has, transferring from the sprinting to the turn in the circle, she did exceptionally well. And like I said, I'm going with the data. And even if the data didn't speak, based off that, she got that massive record. I'd still have
and
her as.
And the hip.
Yeah, because she did well in the hip. So you have to put her in the conversation. And I think I would have gone with you, but when I look at it, we still have to give these athletes some credit. The non-traditionalist in terms of the events.
Yeah, man, I'm leaning towards your choice. I'm leaning towards Kimika after this conversation, to thinking about the volume of work that she would have to put in at this championship. Doing the hip also, that is no easy feat. So I'm leaning. As I say, I can't disagree with you for choosing her, but it was between her, Shania, and Aliyah for me. And I was just leaning towards Aliyah. Maybe it's my Hydel bias, or the fact that I am more of a track person, not necessarily a field events person, but oftentimes we overlook the exploits in the field. And it's really good that you brought that up to bring some attention to the field, to show that they are no less than the track athletes. And so
Yeah, man,
I
because
think I'm
it's
gonna
track
lean
and
towards
field,
her.
you know. The event is track and field, so I mean, we have to have a semblance of order and balance when in our discussion, and I do believe that yeah, Kimika would have gotten that, the nod.
Yes,
You have
I
other class. I think Alia would have been the class 1 champion
yeah, she's the class 1 champion.
because she did well. I mean, she it would have been very difficult for her to lose.
Yeah, she was the
You
class 1
understand?
champion.
And you know, as Track Era brought up Shaquan Dunn, Shaquan Dunn is a former San Diego athlete, you know. I don't know up until now why or how come they allowed Shaquan Dunn to leave. Listen, this youth was built, you know. build them, you know, me I tell you, you know. Kimika was built as well, you know. From scratch, you know. As me tell Track Era, she used to sprint. Kimika was built from scratch. All when she don't want to do the event, we encourage her to do the event. Shaquan Dunn, them just see him and just take him and carry him got training and him start putting in the work and he become a fabulous athlete in the event. So it was quite amazing when he switched from the green and gold to the blue and white.
Ah,
Yeah, man, but
a
I
lot of
mean,
people switch to the blue and white, coach.
huh?
A lot of people switch to the blue and white.
Yeah, man, we
They
know
talk
that
a good
even
game.
yeah, we know that the coach had left though, you know. So it probably is a no-brainer. But they brought in back a coach who is top notch as well. See it there, Kimika win the double and she break record. So he was the coach that came in was a top notch coach as well. So I don't know, but it is what it is. Sometimes the athletes are loyal to their coaches. They normally travel. So it's not only in football it happens. It happens in every sport. Athletes are loyal to their coach rather than their institution.
And you can't fault them for that, because
No.
athlete coach bond is very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a good bond. And I am one who believes in that bond. I have athletes now who are in high school who are still coming to me to coach them because of the bond that we shared in primary school. So that is very, very
Mm-hmm.
important, because it takes a lot of trust to trust your coach, even when you don't feel like you are getting any results. It's a lot of blind faith to trust your coach that your coach is leading you on the right path.
Yeah, you're right about that. Definitely right about that. All right, so we want to switch it over now, Fabian, to to the talk of the town interview.
I
Did
haven't
you get
watched
to?
when I watch a second of the interview.
All right, before we get into that, what you think about what Puma did at Champs?
All right, so I saw two talking points from Puma. The unveiling of the Olympic kits for this year, them
Mm-hmm.
unveiling it at Champs, excellent marketing. Puma sponsors a lot of team at Champs. Perfect, perfect. 90% of our Olympic athletes started their journey at boys and girls champs, so it is only fitting that they brought that to that stage. So that was really, really
And it's not
good of
ambush
them.
marketing because they are also one of the sponsors of Champs.
Yes, so they are sponsors of champs. They sponsor a number of schools at champs, and so I really love that they brought it back to where it all started. For majority of our Olympic team, 90% of our Olympic team started their journey at champs. So it was really a good look. So I really love that. um, at Champs. The other talking point that I saw Puma did is it's more of a Jayden Hibbert teaming up with Puma. I must say kudos to Jayden with his Leaps and Bones Foundation. I love when the athletes give back to their institution, and Jayden is a very, very young athlete, and I'm super, super proud of him to give back in such a short space of time. That he's giving back, and that is how life is supposed to be. Somebody opens a door for you. When you get through that door, you open many doors for other people. And I must say kudos to Jayden and Puma for those scholarships to the KC students. And I hope that the other athletes who are upcoming or who are there continue this trend of giving back to their school so we can help each other grow.
Yeah, man, it's a fantastic move by Puma and Jayden to give back. And one of the highlight from that is he did not only target the athletes
Yes.
or students with athletic prowess, but he targeted the students on the academic side of things. So that was a very good look in terms of what transpired there with Jayden Hibbert. Fantastic move. When I hear that the Puma people are in Jamaica and everywhere people go, they must see Puma people are champs all over the place, you know that something big was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of the kit, I don't know if I like them.
It's the same thing I got through my
I don't
mind.
know if I like them.
It,
Chat Diamond, what go on? I don't know if I like the kits them.
oh my
Totally.
god.
They said that it's some sort of a retro kind of thing. It has a 2004 flavor. The 2004 one kind of a little bit on the darker side and more stylistic than this one. People complaining about the cuts on the gear. The ladies can leave and off the track and go in the swimming pool or on the beach side. For me, I'm not there to, well, in terms of looking at how the clothes is or the kit is rather than the athlete's performance. Because
Mm-hmm.
the thinner those things are, it works best for them. It doesn't matter which event that they do. So you're gonna have a situation where the ladies might be skimpily clad, but it's not always about that. It's basically the best suited outfit so that they can have a less resistance where the wind is
Mm-hmm.
concerned. So it's basically a part of science, resistance,
I,
and all of these things. So
I don't know if the, I believe it's a kid that will have to grow on me.
yeah, me
I,
I wonder if Mr. Shelly-Ann it might change my mind totally.
some of them look really really good to me. Um, but maybe because there were like so many different variations at the same time,
Yeah, at the
we
same
did
time,
not,
yeah.
we did not get a chance to really zone in on one and appreciate it. So
But I
maybe
like
when
the yellow one still,
yes, the yellow
That
one,
one popped to me.
and I think me like the design of the tights too. Think I like the design of the tights, the black with the
Men's
yellow
oh,
stripe going
but it no match
across.
the top. That's the thing. It kind of throw off this.
It yeah, the aesthetics, right? No, really.
Yeah, no 100. But I mean, I don't know.
I,
I
I,
don't know
I
at all.
maybe it will have to grow on me, or maybe if I see them individually on the individual athletes, then we'll have a better appreciation for them rather than seeing them in a, because sometimes when I see things in noise, you really don't get a chance to zone in on it. But when I see it by itself, then you can zone in and appreciate it. So it might
Mm-hmm.
grow on me. I mean, for me, I really don't care what them wear. Them just need to go out there and light up the track, burn it up.
Mm-hmm.
That is my thing right now. Burn up the track.
I think something special will come for the athletes at this Olympics. You know, so normally Jamaica, them show up at Olympics. Track era, more say that, but I can't say it. Anyways.
Track era. Comment me just.
I'm not going into that conversation. Notice that me just call Shelly name alone and that's it. You're cranky him now. I will ask my school to consider not winning next year in order to create more interest, knowing we will win beforehand takes away the surprise or the suspense. Alright, cranky, we hear you.
Just like a
true KC, man.
Like a true KC,
yeah, man.
I can't keep big up yourself. I didn't expect anything better. Spoken like a true Fortis, man.
yeah, man.
But that KC team, they'll continue to win next year, too, you know. They'll continue to win even next year. Yeah, man, I don't see anybody challenging them next year either.
Yes, you think so?
I don't see anybody challenging them next year. JC really fighting, you know, especially with their middle distance program. JC, I must say,
hey,
even though JC not win champs, I say JC middle distance program.
Man win all classes in the 800, you know.
Yes, I don't remember their middle distance.
Yeah, man.
I don't remember his name.
A bag of things.
How could I forget his name? I'm sorry, JC coaching staff, but that middle distance coach, I believe, is the best middle distance coach in the country. Big up yourself. Congrats on your results at champs. There have been some talk for some time now about JC's middle distance program, and they definitely showed their class at champs. They did well at champs, sweeping the 800 meters in all classes. So big up again to JC and their middle distance program.
Hey, me here said that you there, no Fabian. The man really dedicated to studying the middle distance, you know. Inside out, you know. And that's why I'm gonna get results. So when the KC man them cranky bridging them go down to Africa for people, Dwayne Johnson, yeah, them can't beat JC because Dwayne has studied the thing. You understand? Joel say I go Calabar, Ethiopia for Calabar, send them come because I mean Matthias a very good coach still, you know, the Calabar distance coach, you know, very good coach. Over the years, he has gotten athletes like a Farkison and the other one, them for run very fast. But that JC Dwayne Johnson here, you dedicated to the middle distance program. You understand? And yeah,
at this point, no matter where KC go get the athlete them on Calabar, JC go beat them.
And the thing about it too, you know, you see, once you dedicate yourself to a particular event, you will get results from it. You get what I say? You will definitely get results. And that is what he has done. And I think those other coaches who have been doing well in the sprints as well, they would have done some research. It doesn't matter what level coaching education you have, you know. You see, if you now put into the work in terms of studying and trying to understand the thing, you're not going to improve. You understand? You're not going to improve. So kudos to Dwayne Johnson. Big up yourself. The jumpers at JC as well.
Yes.
Good job from the jumpers from JC. Me and the youth that do the coaching course the same time. Good youth, James. I'm go on a bag of things with the jumps. You understand? Also on the girls' side we have Kurt Brooks, St. Jago again, who did well in the jumps. Awesome job. Listen, coaching in Jamaica, if they are allowed in a brethren, them are gonna take off, you know. Yeah, man, them are gonna take off. Definitely. J. Thomas, the 400, 800 is his pet event. Ask the stadium never did full on the Friday. About champs need marketing, and the event need to be broadcast freely to improve interest. The media making money to broadcast the event needs to contribute to the schools to benefit the students, athletes.
Isn't Champs free? Champs is the broadcast of Champs is free in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's just overseas.
Overseas.
You have to pay for Champs. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's free in Jamaica.
That is probably up for debate. I wonder if, well, I guess they try to monopolize the thing, but my problem with that is after years, what I believe that the rights holder should do is to ensure that the event is placed in their digital library like a YouTube. Because sometimes it's very difficult to get back these races to watch them. I mean, some persons might tape it and record it so that they can watch it after a while. But we need these things to be on platforms that can be available for people to watch. YouTube, you can't miss having it on YouTube TVJ. You cannot miss. So that need to be fixed. So even if you don't watch it, if somebody didn't buy the feed to watch overseas, or in Jamaica you didn't get a chance to watch all the events, you can go back to YouTube to watch it. I think they need to do that, and they need to upload every single thing. But I don't know how that is in terms of you recording it and trying to upload it on YouTube. I don't know. That is probably something they have to look into. Next year, Calabar will be on fire. I like the look of Kimani Gardner. But they say the Calabar people are complaining about Corey Bennett. You know? They say that he's a good coach. However, they want a full-time coach. That is the problem. Calabar said that Corey Bennett, they don't doubt his coaching ability. But they say they want a full-time coach.
I don't understand that statement.
All right. The fact is that he's the full-time coach at Idle. And he's also at Calabar.
And he's the full-time coach at Calabar, yes.
Right. So, the fact is that because he's lending his hand to Idle, they believe that the Calabar program is suffering. But nobody can hold him accountable to say that if he is at Calabar, the Idle program is suffering, because him own that. So you have the people, the faithful from Calabar will be reacting that particular way.
To be honest though, since Corey took over Calabar, I think they have looked the best they have in the past few years. And if the Calabar faithful, they are saying that him having the two head coach positions, that means they're losing out. I mean, Heidel won champs last year while losing out some time to Calabar with Corey coaching Calabar. And Heidel was also able to get within touching distance of a very good adrenaline team this year, while Corey was focused on Calabar too. So we can look on the flip side. Do I think that if Corey
That's what I'm saying. Nobody will
only coach for Calabar, the result would be different? No, I don't think so.
But the fact is, Fabian, nobody at Idle can hold him accountable because he's responsible for that program. But people at Calabar will want to hold him accountable.
And you
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I understand that. That for me personally, I think changing him or getting a full-time coach will not improve the results of Calabar.
No, they don't want to get rid of him, you know. But it is just something that was said because it is believed that he might not giving them 100%
Okay.
because of his duty with his school, Heidel. And when they can hold him accountable, nobody can hold him accountable at Calabar, at Heidel. So it spells a little trouble. I'm not sure if anything is brewing, but that comment was made. So let's see how it goes. I think it would be senseless, in my own view, to get rid of him. Because like I said, Calabar is on the mend. They have been improving, and it's just a matter of time before they get back where the fans want them to be and the stakeholders. Overall in KC is not an easy task. KC, when it come on to recruiting, KC up there. When it come on to getting the better athletes, KC up there. If people were to make a choice, how many would want to go to KC versus a Calabar? That's down to who really wants to go to KC or Calabar. But when it comes on to coaching, does KC have the better coaches? I'm not sure. Not sure. But, I mean, it is what it is at the moment. People, you can call in and let your voice be heard on the matter. There's a number on the screen. But Excelsior did an amazing job. We spoke about that earlier.
Remember, Excelsior was my dark horse for these champs.
Yeah.
The Eagles, they were flying.
Yeah, man, and we have to big up to Coach Riley again for an amazing job.
Donnell Harris, BJPC 0 Log G Vibe 3BD.
Carla, welcome to the show. You're live.
Calabar is on the mend.
Hello? Okay, him no on the live. People, once you call the phone when we are the show, I am going to assume that you want to be on the show. The number is on the screen. If you call me, I'm going to make you go live. So don't call if you don't want to go live. The Calabar team is very young. Their class 1 is young. Class 2 and 3.
Versions then, WhatsApp audio.
Right, I bet this. Welcome to the show, Mr. Casey.
Coach, why are you guys hating on my school? I don't understand that. Let me say this, Coach. What is CBAR? Calabar High School, right?
Hold on.
Calabar High School, right?
You made one statement. Let me clarify.
Yes. Yeah.
I am not hating on Casey. So could you retract that statement?
No, I'm not retracting the statement. I'm going with what I heard on the show so far. You and your guest, I wouldn't call his name because he's also a hater. are not so here's the thing, Coach. Calabar High School, right? Right?
Yeah.
Kingston College. Do you see a difference in the names? One is at a high level. Even the naming convention suggests it's at a high level. I mean, don't you realize that, Coach? Even the naming convention, the title and name of the schools tell you where the schools are in terms of how they're viewed. If you're a kid in Jamaica, Kingston College is an institution. Let me preach. Let me Bible. Kingston College is an institution. And it is the most revered high school, maybe in the world, actually, if I go so far to say that. So if I'm a kid, even when I was a kid, and that's a long time ago, everybody wants to go KC. It's natural. Now, what normally happens when you continue to deliver excellence, people are going to hate on you. Some are going to love you, some are going to hate you. There's no in between. So I'm not denigrating Calabar or JC. What, Coach? I'm inferior, Coach. Anyway, I'm not calling inferior. I'm just saying, Coach, they're not the college. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to tell you guys this, but if me and my son, even though in downtown, Now tough near, but coach, think about the coach. You can go up town and you can go past half a road, no coach. And go to school, and the man then come downtown, coach. You can tell the drive the school, no coach. You know, all the brothers down the hall are getting better nowadays. You know, down the road from me, close to the party shop. Even, you know, between us and them, we draw a lot of quality students, both academically and athletically. So don't blame, don't get upset. Join the school. If you go to another school and you have a second school you want to support, please support the college, because then you're going to be in the winner circle. And those who are complaining about us going out and recruiting because we have reach, we have dedicated alumni who provide us with resources, don't hate. Advocate for your school so you can try to be like us. If you want excellence in your life, you want an association which support your kids and support one another, that's who we are. You should aspire to be us. Don't hate. Please don't hate. And you and your guests need to do a better job of trying to inform everyone that they should aspire to be like Casey. Why aren't you doing that, coach?
Why am I not doing that? Well,
you pause, you hesitate.
I will emphasize that I would want the audience to decide which school they want to. I spoke about Jamaica College.
Excelsior.
I spoke about Excelsior.
JC,
I spoke about St. Diego. I spoke about Kingston College. Spoke about Edwin Allen. We spoke about Heidel. What more do you want me to do, sir?
Oh, who won champs? Who won champs? No, who won champs? Who won champs?
I will
who won champs?
Hold on, I'm not finished. I will not promote one school over the other.
Okay, who won champs this year?
You know.
Coach, remember.
No, I'm actually, I want you to tell people. No.
Remember.
Okay, here we go.
One on the boys' side, Edwin Allen one on the girls' side.
You know, we're talking on the boys' side because we don't have no girls coming with school. Except, you know what? You couldn't tell because our section was full of girls. You could never tell. But anyway, because the girls them know if you go meet the right man there. But anyway, who won last year, coach? Who won last year, coach? Who won last year?
You're asking.
Who won last year?
My chat room is very.
I want you to answer.
Well, no, my chat room is very informed, so they know what transpired in champs in terms of who.
And who won the year before last year?
They are informed still.
So here's the point I'm making. I tell people you're informed them about losers. That's what you're doing, you know.
Which losers are you informed them about?
Diego, Aggie, JC. Didn't they lose last year? You know, you did before that and lose this year. They're losers. They're losers, right? Don't people aspire for greatness and to win? I mean, the coach may not understand, coach. Coach, you didn't take up your program. You take up your program, coach. I don't know what you do. You don't talk about the school and let them win nothing. People know how to win your life. If you want to win in life, yes, I can hear you. Loud and clear. Yes.
Cranky.
Yes, loud and clear. You know, yes.
Before tonight, if somebody had asked me to guess which high school they went to, I could tell it was this. Why? How can you prognosticate the future? You don't see excellence, right? No,
I don't know what excellence looks like. But go ahead, say what
you have on purple blinkers, and you can only see purple. You're probably your kitchen cabinet is probably purple. Your suitcase is probably purple. Your socks is probably purple. You probably drive a purple car.
No, we don't flaunt excellence. We don't flaunt excellence. I'm sorry. We don't flaunt excellence.
But you're telling me to do that then on the program?
No, I'm telling you to help your audience.
All right.
Okay. So let me ask you guys something. When we go to the Olympics, aren't you guys promoting the Bolts, the Shelly-Ann, the Elaine? Why do you do that?
Hold on. All right. For me, when I watch Olympic, I watch every event.
To watch the athletes.
No, we're not talking about. We said promote. We're not talking about. Okay, who make you feel good? Who get the most pleasure?
You know what?
Who get the most pleasure for the women's side over the last 4 Olympics? Who get the most pleasure?
You ask the question.
Me ask you, coach. Answer it.
Answer me, I go answer you.
Go ahead, answer it.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Why?
Because.
Because what?
Cranky.
We can't hear you, coach. Coach, please let the audience hear what you're saying,
And
coach.
because
No,
you're
hold on. Let the
No.
coach finish. Ex-coach, tell the audience where you love Shelly.
But me cannot be biased on the program. That is the thing.
No, coach. Coach. I gave you an example.
No, Cranky, hold on.
Go ahead.
When me I talk about athletics, when me I talk about Olympics, I look at it beyond my emotions.
Right. Okay.
I ensure that I talk about the athletes that are doing well. You have some that are doing well from Jamaica and some that are doing well outside of Jamaica, and I will speak about those athletes. So I'm not only even though I'm Jamaican centric, I am not only gonna propagate the Jamaicans. You understand?
So
hold on. When it comes down to champs, I am highlighting some of the excellent performances from various schools across.
Say the word again.
Huh?
Say the word again. Wait, the word just use the one with the E. What you call it? What you said? Is highlighting some of the what?
Some excellent performance from the various schools that participated.
Oh, excellence. Okay. So if we had degrees of excellence, where does Casey rank in degrees of excellence?
I didn't attribute a degree of excellence to my conversation.
Okay.
If that is what you're pulling from the conversation, then I'm going to say probably that's why you went to Casey.
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. Let's reposition that, coach. So you're misleading the audience.
I am not.
Some very good. There's only one excellent in this whole champs thing. And it's about the team that won, Edwin Allen, and the team that won, Casey. The others were probably good and very good. They weren't excellent.
No.
Only one give out. Only one game give out.
No, but
they may be excellent compared to where the year before and where they were, but they're not excellent in terms of overall champs. No, they weren't. It's only two excellent.
Yes, Cranky, and that's the difference between us. There are
you're right.
multiple events at champs, and you have people who compete in those different events. So if we're gonna numerate the excellence, I'm gonna numerate it to different events.
Right.
Not a school per se. Overall, these events would have contributed to the point standings that would have put Casey on top. We're not debating who came first. We're talking about the excellent performances that took place at the championship. A Shania Douglas, a Smith, a Kimar Smith, Glasgow, a Rose. We're talking about all of them.
Coach, me watch a video. Coach, you know Coach. In my last point, Coach. You know why JC lose champs? And then spend all the time for the 800, but we spend the time for every event. You see, that's it. They are long 800 like champs. See what we have with the coach? With the WF events and hurdles, and we realize, you know what, people come after we, so we just spread the wings. And we realize, you know what, we weren't great in the distances, and we know we had two schools have a monopoly on that, so we went outside our shores. And we're the only one to go outside our shore, the Caribbean, first, everybody starts. I try to jump on the bandwagon, but then budget come up sharp because we don't make sure we have the right budget to recruit. So my hope is that that we have more competition next year because this year was disappointing. So, I mean, when you go to champs, you want to make sure it's nail biting like the Heidel, Edwin Allen, and this year and last year were disappointing. And I talk to my school. It's not a good thing for track and field to keep on winning every single year without giving other teams a chance. Okay, coach? That's my last point.
All right.
But keep on going, coach. Keep on. You're on your panel, keep on hating. Because I'm hearing hating here. I'm not hearing lauding Casey how great we are. I'm hearing about JC 800 and how brilliant they are. When champs is more than 800.
That's why I tell you, say you are look upon it just as the school that accumulate the most points to win. We're looking at different events where people did well.
So I'm listening to JC. JC, track and field at 40-something events at champs. Don't focus on 800 alone. Good night, coach.
All right, Cranky, big up yourself. People, this was a purple moment.
Cranky, it's a full-blown purple.
Yeah, man, it's a purple moment just now. Who
Casey,
want call and refute everything what I'm saying?
Hey, I would have loved to meet Cranky in those 5 years that Calabar dominated. The Calabar used one class and win champs in 5 years.
He wouldn't have the talk, man.
Me that love to meet Cranky in them time there. We Calabar, one class Calabar use a win for 5 years. No? The one class they use a winner for years. Cranky not easy at all, man. Cranky is not easy at all.
Alright, so
Nonetheless,
you see because him a talk about that, me I go just move the goalpost. See? I go move the goalpost. Right now we're gonna talk about Ronaldo Walcott interview. The boss did an interview with City Mugs or something like so. And they asked him some questions and I think we write down some points.
I haven't watched that interview, but Walcott, Ronaldo Walcott, I know you probably have watched this, you know. You owe one interview, you know. Talk
Yeah,
for
man.
now. You owe us an interview, so you need to be on the coaches list, alright?
Yeah, man, we know that, but as you say, you don't know when you get so much time in a 124
I don't know
hours. So.
how him have more than 24 hours in a film day, you know, so.
Mr. E said Cranky speak just like the typical Fortis graduates who operates like a cultist minded student who were brainwashed many moons ago. They were indoctrinated when they enter first form. Yeah, man, look like something going on at KC them time, man. So we thought we see the interview with Walcott, and first of all, me have to say this. Alien Thompson era is a part of elite performance track club. Elaine Thompson era is a part, may I say it again, of the elite performance track club. Why? Man asked him the question, who are some of the athletes that are a part of the club? Shelly, Elaine, Rashid, what's the hurdler's name?
Erika,
What's your name again? No, man.
Megan,
No, the
Rochelle,
four hurdler. Rochelle Clayton, just to name a few. Just to name a few. So she is a part of the track club. They might train separately and at different time, but I put it to you that Elaine is a part of the elite performance track club. Seeing? So that is that. He said that he's this type of coach that he will do experiment. And as me always are telling the people over the years that coaching is about being a scientist and you do your experiment. You might fail on the road with that experiment, but the onus is on you now to put back the pieces together and see how best you can get the best out of that scientific, what you call it now, equation. Understand? He also mentioned that he was asked how does he do these multiple coaching of events to get the athletes to perform at optimal. He indicated that he doesn't coach the athlete or the event. Well, he doesn't coach the event. He mainly focuses on coaching the athlete. So it's the individual. So if him write a beautiful program, set it up nice, and then him reach on the day to do the practice, and the person probably not in the frame of mind, body language is whatever. He said that he probably give them a day off or give them a pass with that program. Because even in a case like that, when you don't have the athletes in the right frame of mind, you really can't get nothing out of them, you know. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. All right. So that is one of the things he spoke about. he alluded to the fact that Shelly and Elaine, they are two hungry individuals when it comes down to track and field. It's like them belly can full. They move like piranha. Yeah? Anything drop, them just clean that up right away. So that is also one of the things that he said that he is loving with coaching these athletes. Which injury I talk about, Mr. E? I don't know about no injury. I don't know about no injury, Mr. E. Probably you need who tell her that? Probably you need to ask who tell her that. He said he loves to coach Elaine because she does everything that she's asked. And also Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Right? He said that he even alluded to the fact that Shelly is mainly about perfecting her craft. Even sometime when him slack up, him will get a message and a call or say whatever. Remember, say we need to work on this. Remember, say whatever. So she's always there trying to ensure that, you know, her craft is perfected. You get what I say? So as I alluded to earlier, he said that each person train on their needs. So it's on a needs basis that some of these athletes train. You get what I'm saying? Relative to the stuff that they have to do and their need. So again, it's not about the event, it's about the need of the athlete, what they hope to achieve during that session. Him said that the athletes expect a lot. He expect a lot. And the country expect a lot. But he's just going out there to prepare. And as the coach, he said he adds no pressure because of these ladies having a great expectations for themselves. So right now, this spells trouble in people. Why? If these two ladies are having so much expectation, the coach expect because of the caliber athlete they are, and we the fans expect great things, then we'll look for great things. And Reynaldo is not an athlete, he's not a coach where you can get a lot out of, you know. Because when he was asked about if they train together, man said the training is not important, where they train, when they train, or what. He knows that the work are go on. That is the fact of the matter. You understand? So him kind of dodged that question there. But him said if he said the 100 meters basically has a lot of it's very good for what is happening in the women's 100 meter. The landscape of it is very good. Firepower is always expected. No matter where you see these athletes competing, you're always going to be expecting firepower from the ladies. He alluded to the fact that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce season of the 10-6s would have been one of the greatest seasons in track and field. And when you look at Flojo only did it one year. And that is the first time she ran once. But when you look at the series of fast running that Shelly-Ann did, it is something to talk about. And he was basically saying, you know, he would love to see the expansion of the sport and also the earning capacity of the ladies. And the sport needs to be recognized more. He also said that because Shakari, being an American plus her personality, that push her above the Jamaicans. And in fact, the Jamaicans would have achieved much more than Shakari. So is it that she just win 1 year and then she just, with that one win, just take over everything from the Jamaicans, and they just push aside all that the Jamaicans would have done over the years? Him say him not too like that, and it is because Shakira is an American why they are pushing her so much. You understand? Plus her personality, him say. So he was asked why the Jamaicans, what can they do? You understand? Him basically say, you can't have one season when you win and run 10-6 one time. And we are run 10-6 how many times? 4 for Ilian, about 6 or so for Shelly. and Shakira win one time and she just get that godlike status right away? Is it that we not promoting our athlete, or is it a case where the Americans know how to market their athlete, or Shakira just know for getting at the media? What do you think, Fabian?
All right, so let me say this. America has been dying to get back their hand on the top female sprinter spot. For a lot of Americans, Shakiri is the answer. And so, because they are desperate, they will push Shakiri, even if she's not ready, even if she is not the one, they will push Shakiri because there's some amount of arrogance within the American fan base when it comes to track and field, because they think that they need to be the best in everything. And so they are throwing everything behind Shakiri. And you have to remember that, especially here in the Western world, for track and field, America has the biggest fan base. And so it may seem like they're pushing Shakiri, and they are. Nike again, I think that was disrespectful of Nike. Pushing Shakiri. Yes, it's an American athlete and all of that, but Shakira has just won one world championships, and she barely got in, and everything was set up perfectly for her. Running out of lane 9 was perfect. For her, taking her out of the noise and all of that. And I'm not taking away the fact that she won world championship, but we have ladies here who are double Olympic champions, multiple world championships here. There's no way you can be thinking about a Shakiri as getting more attention as a high profile or a bigger name than all these ladies who have been doing it for multiple. Shelly has been doing it for the better part of what? 12 years, thereabout. Because she came on the scene, she won in 2008. For the better part of 12 years, Shelly has been on top. So I think the Americans are just desperate for somebody to challenge the Jamaicans, and Shakiri is their white knight. And I'm not one to blame injuries and all of that. Last season, the Jamaican big guns were somewhat injured, and so she got a perfect race and she won. She beat them fair and square. So let's see what will happen this year at Olympics. I think the result will be a lot different this year at the Olympics, and I expect something special from the Jamaicans at Olympics this year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's it is one of those situations that you don't know what to say in the midst of all of this. Do we think that our athletes get highlight? I would say so. From, well, locally, they might be revered a little bit overseas, but I can recall when Elaine Thompson ran that 10.54, nobody interviewed her. They interviewed the person that came last.
Because
You understand?
Yeah, it was in Tracktown, and they were building up the clash, and Shakir wasn't ready. But again, it is a case where because of what was happening in the media with the previous season, Shakir being banned for weed, etc., the Americans spin it to say, oh, another black person on the rise being banned for weed, etc. They need to change the rules, whatever controversy sells. And so Shakir got popular for the wrong reasons. Not because, I remember she got in a Beats commercial, all of that. Not because she had won anything or because of her exploits on the track, but because of this another black American being held back because of weed. When will this stop, etc., etc.? Not realizing that when you are an athlete, there are rules and guidelines that govern your sport, and this is what you signed up for. You are not there to try to change the rules when you get caught. These are rules that have been tested and proven, and other athletes are abiding by them. So this is what you sign up for. So she got popular based on the fact that she broke a rule, was suspended, etc., not because of her exploits on the track. And it's sad that we have a female running 10.54 and the attention goes to the athlete who finished last. It is very sad, and it shows the state of the world that we're living in right now, where it is not necessarily performance based, is based on likes.
And that's what Walcott also said, it look like this thing is not based off performance, because if they are not gonna look at what Shelly and Elaine did, then it don't make no sense. And
I guess Coach Walcott have to remind them this year. I guess Coach Walcott, I didn't watch the interview, but based on what those lines and stuff like that, I would think that he's extremely motivated this year to show them who the big guns are.
Yeah, but if they are not going, all right, he's motivated for one, that is fine. But if he's not, what you'd call it, if they are not looking at the performance of the athletes to laud them, then why go performance? But then he add to it that, I mean, not everybody is able to do certain things and still remain at a certain status. The Jamaicans might not be able to do something like the things that Shakari did, and still be seen as whoever they are seen as. You understand? So he made mention of that too. She got popular because she was the great American hope after the dominance of Jamaicans. Yeah, that is true. And then
what? Wait. She got popular because of what?
See there.
She got popular because she was the great American hope. Oh, yes, that's it. She was the hope of the nation. She had the entire hope of the nation. That's exactly what I was saying. Cranky. They were so desperate for somebody to step up and challenge the Jamaicans that she was their hope to really challenge the Jamaicans.
Yeah, man. Who said them on calling? Yeah, man, you can call in, man. See the number at the base of the screen. See it run there, 876-360-6624. Yes, ask. You can call in.
I mean, that's just how American media is. They are biased. We can't kill them for their bias. I do believe that media they should be unbiased. And in sport is supposed to be performance based, especially track and field. That is a very honest sport because the clock never lies. I think based off performance and achievement, that is how I view track and field.
Somebody said the ground is not level, and that could be true, but is it a case where we are seen as being biased to Fabian? Well,
yes,
Jamaican media. Do we talk about and laud the other athletes?
+1 9930.
Hold on, I'm gonna take that call here. Caller, welcome to the show. You're live.
Welcome, coach.
Good day, you know. Big up yourself. This is us, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
In regards to what Coach Walcott said, I agree 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
I remember last year when I was watching the 100-meter race. I said if Shakari won, she's going to get everything that Elaine and Sherrick and Shelly deserve in terms of stature and wealth and endorsements and so forth and so forth. And that's coming to fruition because I've seen where she has gotten a big billboard with and commercial with Nike, which I can't recall seeing for Shelly or Elaine for the past 3 years. So it is a disservice to the stature and the caliber of athlete that Elaine and Shelly are in terms of their success. And it's kind of bittersweet for me, and I'm not going to tell no lie. I don't hate Shakari. I'm glad for her success. She worked for it last year. But there's, I don't know, there's like people are not aware or not knowledgeable of Shelly and Elaine. Because remember when I went to a hotel, I think it was like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, and I was telling the person about track and field. He said that he knows Usain Bolt. And I asked if he knows Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. He said, no, I don't know her. He said, you need to know her. And I showed him a video of her. He said, oh, okay, nice. So there needs to be we need to educate the masses, or people should need to, I don't know, there needs to be more marketing for our athletes in terms of the greats, because Shelly and Elaine are greats, and they should be advertised as such. But suppose that be for some reason, because they're not American, don't get that much screen time for some strange reason. We all know the reason, because they're not American. Because I said to myself that if Shelly and Elaine were American, oh my God, they would be on ABC, NBC, ESPN, every day, all day, for years. They will never go broke. They would be like Snoop Dogg and Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's life. That's how life works.
So
like
how
you
can
do all
we
the
push
work.
our athletes so that they can get these endorsement deals and all of these things? Because Nike Air Max come out with Shakari new ad today now.
No, I know that. That's what I'm talking about. And there's a big billboard with her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. Well, I think which I've been preaching for the past couple of years is that given that Champs is for Jamaica, I don't know, the sponsors could do like a thing whereby they have like in the stadium, I think it's the indoor stadium, have like a symposium or a seminar whereby they talk to them about marketing, your PR, your personal brand, social media marketing, how to read a contract, how to void support of a contract, how to build you as an individual, as an athlete, and as a person after the sport. Because I've been preaching that for the past couple of years, and I wish that someone would hear me, or if I have the capital or the funds, I would eat myself. Because I think that at least need someone to just nurture them and give them tools for them to be great. Because we are some of the greatest athletes, but they are not educated or not aware of the power that they have just by being themselves and being a great athlete. Because Shakari just being herself, even though the thing with the weed was what propelled her to stardom. That's the only thing that propelled her to stardom. She was a little...
No, let us not say that. I don't think the weed are...
the masses, the greater parts of America or the world did not know who she was.
Of course they did.
No.
Remember, remember, say she run the fastest for June.
I'm saying the masses are not outside of track and field.
Everybody knows. Remember, Shakari chat off her mouth from a long time.
Remember, she was
but she
NCAA
was not
champion.
in the limelight before.
She
The
was,
extent that she
man.
was after.
Hold on,
Mm,
Carla. Remember, say she get the contract before the Olympic trials, So
Mm-hmm.
after she runs so fast, she get a big Nike contract
yeah,
coming out of
but
LSU. People know about
mhm,
her. And she start after that she start talk.
All right, Carla. If
true.
if if they didn't know
Mm.
about
People
her,
knew
she
her.
wouldn't be the great American hope.
Yeah, remember
No, what
she,
I'm not saying they didn't know her. I'm saying that the vast majority. When I say they didn't know her, I said the vast majority. Like
I you might have a
you get what I'm trying
point,
to
you
say?
might have a slight point, but a lot of people know Shakari before that incident.
All right, I'll give you that. But I just want at least them to get what they deserve. I believe that if I was the one who this is Shelly's last year. So if I was the Diamond League coordinator for the season, so every event that Shelly is going to, I would do like a little thing to kind of celebrate her legacy. Have her come out in a car or like a video presentation or something like that to kind of get me to say farewell to the great, because she is a great. I don't care nobody tell me anything. You have to wait until Shelly done to start win some medal. I don't care. But that something like that needs to be done. Jamaica needs to celebrate Shelly from as the outdoor season starts and she starts winning. She should be celebrated. Everything should like a video presentation, a little treat name after Shelly. She deserves everything that she's supposed to get. A street, a house, a school, a building name after everything, in my opinion. She needs to be studied in schools for longevity. Just like LeBron James, just like Serena Williams, Djokovic and them people studied. She deserves it. I don't know, but that's just how I view it. I just want them to celebrate her in her final year. In Bolt's final year, it was kind of rough because he lost his friend and he didn't have injuries because he didn't get to train properly. I want you to go out and
But did you know that the Olympic committee said that they are planning something massive for Shelly farewell though?
oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Honest to God,
They're planning
I would
something big for
love
her, man.
I would love to I had a dream and I saw her and Ilian crossing the line at the same time. 1-1. So that would be great. You know?
Yeah, man. And me always I promote Shelly, you know.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Me, for my pages, them, if you want to check them, I always I push Shelly. Anything she post, me try to repost it so people know, see, and all of them something there. And people say,
Yeah, so,
some people say I'm biased, but
you're not biased. It's quality. She is the benchmark.
Huh? What
She's a benchmark.
I'm saying, is it biased if it's true?
And it's not biased because it's very much true. She is the benchmark. She's the measuring stick for everybody else. So
hold on. DV Group says Sherika offers more commercial pull for Nike over Shelly-Ann Ilian or a Shakari matter.
Shakari matter. Remember Sherika and Puma,
Puma.
But somebody said, you know, I don't know if I agree with this. Nolan Miller said Puma might have done that for Shelly, but Nike won't. So if she was with Puma, she might have a big thing going for her than what. But Nike has done well, good for her still, you know. Them do a lot for her and her foundation and her community.
Yes.
So let us not neglect that part of it. But like on a global scale now, that is probably where you guys are talking.
It's very minimal on the global scale. Like this in her final year, Nike should have been pushing her as push. Like
let's hope they have something in the works for her. I would assume they would,
but not Nike.
Shelly is the greatest sprinter of all time. I've said that openly without apology. So I would hope that the Olympic Association, I would hope that J3s I'd hope that the government of Jamaica, they will be looking to
Say
honor
it again, Fabian. Say it loud for everybody can hear.
Shelly-Ann
Loud.
Fraser-Pryce as she closes out her illustrious career at this year's Olympics. I am hoping that this is what where I listen. I sat down and I thought about it. What would I have done if I was a part of the Olympics committee? I hope somebody is watching. But on that day that the 100-meter finals is taking place, I would want every single person in the stadium to have one of those things with Shelly-Ann face on it. I don't want them to showcase all her races, all her accomplishments. Just give her that moment as she makes her final appearance at the Olympics. I want the entire stadium to have banners with her name on it so that she can take in and
Yes.
can be celebrated as she makes her final appearance at the Olympics, as I said. And even if it doesn't happen at the Olympics, I really hope that the government of Jamaica, is the Minister of Sports, is planning something big for Shelly after this Olympics. Something really, really big to honor her. Just to say that we appreciate all that you have done for brand Jamaica. And we are so proud of you. I really hope the government of Jamaica is planning something big, whether the Olympic committee is planning it, whether J3 is planning it. I hope that they all come together. We need to celebrate her. Even if at Olympics they don't, we here in Jamaica need to celebrate her as she makes this walk.
But you know what? Sometimes these people don't see the vision, Fabian, or don't have the vision, because
I agree.
Bolt was what is arguable. A matter of fact, when they need to argue it, Bolt are the greatest sprinter ever touched the planet. See?
Yes.
And I don't think that Jamaica capitalized.
They didn't.
On
They did
Bolt's presence.
They did
when
not.
he was
not.
competing. So you really think that them are gonna do something big for Shelly in terms of that, Fabian? If them are plan something, yes, that is good. Because I heard that.
Missed out on Bolt.
No, go on.
Because he missed out on
Bolt.
I hope they would want to make amends and not miss out on Shelly. Listen, us here in Jamaica, I think we take Bolt for granted,
Big time.
I know that those Jamaican thing is to be caught with their yard and at the same train and thing. It's like he's not put on that pedestal.
We take Bolt for granted, Bolt was the most popular sports person in the entire world, Bolt was the most popular person in the entire. Every single person on the planet knew Usain Bolt. Bolt can just walk into any room and instantly everybody knew who he was. I've never seen anybody in sports have that effect like Bolt. Probably the closest right now it maybe is Messi. And if Bolt was to fly to Miami right now and watch one of Inter Miami's games, Messi would find Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Just to show you how big Usain Bolt is.
And the thing about it to Fabian and Ak is that they are going to define Shelly's career because of not reaching that world record status. I think Bolt would have been given the edge because of those world records along with the gold medals. But when you look at longevity, when you look at a series of 10-6 in 1 year, I mean, when you look at the amount of world titles she has won, it's amazing to really look past what she has done, because they still have Flojo greater than her because of that record,
That and I say a record is a record, but a lot of persons question that record. I won't question it because time is time in track and field. But when I look at her career, she has been dominant for the better part of 16 years. Name another athlete who has been dominant in their event for 16 years straight, who has had injuries, had a baby, come back and still dominating. And up until this day, still dominating. No other athlete has
Name
dominated for
if a name call still I give people shivers.
straight. Think about any sports in the world. Any sports in the world. The persons who dominate for such a long period of time, aren't they celebrated? When you look at
True,
Messi and Ronaldo
Serena,
dominating for so many years, aren't they celebrated?
Serena, Bolt, LeBron James.
They are celebrated. So we should, honestly, I hope the government is planning something, and I hope somebody is from the government is watching our show tonight. You need to. We missed the opportunity with Bolt. Please don't do the same thing with Shelly. Let us celebrate. We need to plan something special for her. Get in touch with the elite team. Figure out when she's coming back after Olympics. And let us celebrate Shelly-Ann Fraser. Every little girl right now wants to be Shelly. Every little girl running. That is her. The influence that she has on Jamaica. Every little girl wants to be. Every little girl loves Shelly. And every little boy wants to be Usain Bolt. We missed the opportunity with Bolt. So please, J3 is the Ministry of Sports, the government on a whole. We need to celebrate this woman as she embarks on her final Olympic journey. I hope that our entire family, they are the finishing line in Paris.
Definitely. And she has served well. She has served well. Listen to me. She has served well. Great athlete. And there's nothing you can do to take that away from her.
Pass great because sometimes you watch about the Shelly race them and you just
Goosebumps.
in awe.
Goosebumps.
In awe, like
Yeah.
in awe, like wow.
She surprises you every year because when you think there's no more, she just find a way to turn it up a little bit more. I mean,
Or when Shelly run the 4x1 at London, hit about in 5th, 4th from Ilian. And she run up on Panita and just dip her up on the line. That was like
Shelly, I agree.
that was a moment in time.
Shelly's not. She's not. And a lot of persons talk about the 10-6 season where she was just dialing to run 10-6 that entire season. However, last season, I think I really respected her for last season. She picked up an injury when she was about to open her season. Very, very close. And to the World Championships. And she did not complain. She lost her greatest asset in running her race, and that is her explosive start. And this is how great she is. How many athletes, if you take away their greatest part of their race, can still be competitive? Shelly lost her edge in the 100 meters and was still able to compete against the greats. That is how good of an athlete Shelly is. She lost her start. And we know that the strongest part of Shelly's race is her start. But because of the injury, she wasn't able to power out of the blocks. And she represented us well last season. So my respect for her grew a lot higher last season for really showing up and defending her title.
Jeff, no call them people name over here, man. Don't call them name over here. No call them name over here, man. Don't call them name over here.
Jeff,
Okay.
I am disappointed, Jeff. To be honest, I really am disappointed that you mentioned such persons. I don't think anybody can hold them as a credible track and field source, since that
They're
that
not body.
huge
They're
disrespect
comedic.
to that
A good laugh.
disrespect to Usain Bolt. Talking about
Oh yes, I remember.
with
I remember
Fred Curly. That is where they lost me completely.
Cartoon them.
I
Comedy.
consider them as knowledgeable in track and field. When you can look at the great man and say that the great man work hard, is living on borrowed time, they must be crazy. That is where they lost me.
A joke of them, be, man. Yeah, man, me call them slow track, man. You know, give them no, they're not flow, man. They're slow. Yeah.
So, coach, is next week after next week, the 6th of April, Shakari and Sherika go run. What are your predictions? Or what are your thoughts?
I mean, Sherika, I go run before that still. I hope she'll run before that. She might do a race on one of those weekends. I hope to see her, but I can't predict anything yet. If she doesn't run before that, prediction is just going to be very difficult. Let us see what they do in that event if they don't run before. That's how I like to look at it.
Mr. Shakira got 10.5 with that 4.0 plus win behind her back.
10.5 with a 4.0 behind her. Okay.
Where are they running?
Miami, Florida.
Yeah, the place they always have. Yeah, the place they always have one
that
win.
is all right. So
place.
how they do it down in those track meets, you know? They switch the start and finish line based on the wind. So you will never get a negative win in those track meets, especially for the 100. Them go switch the finishing line to give you a hurricane behind you.
Yeah, man. And is that a good or a bad thing, though?
I think it's a good
It's
thing.
a deceptive thing. It's a deceptive thing.
I don't think it's deception, you know, because you want the athletes to run in good conditions. You don't want them to run into a negative win.
Yeah, it is not legal, but
you better run with the tailwind than into the wind. And that is what US them do. So I don't think it's deception.
So do you think that Jamaica should adapt that in terms of
Of course.
championship? Because if the champs,
but our track is not made like that, so we can't go adapt it.
True.
But me think something good, then want to put the athletes them under the best condition to compete.
You see, our track now.
Because imagine Shelly.
Imagine
Shelly was in a different direction.
You have to know our track. In the 5:30, from 5:30, our track good for sprinting. You see, 2 o'clock, 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock region, a hurricane in your face on our track.
So 3 point.
And that is why in order to break a 200-meter record at champs, I believe you have to try and go for it in the first round. I remember some years back, Taylor normally go after the record in the first round. Not because of the wind or anything, but because he would be needed to run the 200 4x1, 4x4 on the final day, and he would want to conserve some energy in his legs. So I think somebody was talking about the times of the 200 because of the negative wind. But for me, as a coach, I don't chase records. I chase titles. If the records come, they come. Just run fast. If you happen to break the record, so be it. But run fast and win.
AIG, I don't think it's deception. I think it has it more of giving the athletes the best conditions to run in. So if I have a choice between negative and positive win, even if it is over the allowable, I'll want to go with the negative, the positive win. So it's not deception to me. That's not how I look at it. Because it's not like one athlete are going running at the event that way. All of the athletes are going running at it.
Yes.
So if they did it like only for her, then I could understand. But everybody are going to run under the same condition. And if it is -4 or -3, them know why you're running at them condition there, because your time are go slow. Based off the wind reading. So I guess I don't see it as deception. But they say that a lot about our track at Kingston, that it not fully 100 meters and all of these things. So a lot of things have been said about stadium track too. and we know it's an Oregon I short track. You understand?
Yeah, Oregon about 95.
Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. Me no see it as deception though. And if it is deception, remember some athletes go at high altitude go run, you know. So them can post fast times, you know. I don't think nothing wrong with that. Remember, say we always want to see a fast time we love seeing, you know. So why not put the best track out there and the best condition for the athlete to run fast? You see me answer?
That's what I believe too.
Alright, that times may be very fast with our brand new track in Miramar. See? And so they say Miramar get new tracks, so time I go fast. Anytime that run at our track, best believe we can replicate it. That is true. By far. Easily we can do that. Easily we can do that. So we look for a very good year still in track and field, you know. Olympic year, normally Jamaica year, you know, where we shine, you know. And this year is no exception. You see the man them roll out. You see the racers camp come back for your thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the racers camp is back for them rightful place on the men's side according to sources. You see me I say? So look out. Look out. All of the people them, you see me I say? And the men them a come out back big and strong. 200 I run and all of these things. Elaine Thompson will win the female 100 meter and Kishane Thompson will win the men 100 meter. Well, it's a double Thompson.
Thompsons.
Double T.
So the double
That'll be
Thompsons.
good. No, you know, so I'm hear the news on Vassiana. Probably let's look if we're gonna see him outdoor. I realized that Walcott eyes lift up when he was speaking about how he wakes up with intrigue to see what Elaine and Shelly has in store for the day of training. That's a good look. Yeah, man. That tell me say yo them there one place where
Yeah.
them there one place. So all who did I say Alien hurt, which we know say she never run injury free. But once she said she's able to complete her workout, that is it. Is it?
Coach, what going for Bramwell? Him injured? Him good?
That's what I heard, Got hurt. People were even saying that he was hurt and still running, but I don't know to what
He
extent.
did run.
Yeah.
People stop with that.
So
You'll mash you up.
let us see if he's gonna be at Penn Relay. That's the next thing, or the Carifta games. Carifta games, then Penn Relays.
Do you think we should still go to Carifta games? I think that persons who I don't know. I don't think that I don't know. It's a tricky thing, but if it depends. It's up to that league. But I personally I wouldn't go if,
When I look at it still when I look at it, you have some athletes that wants to represent the country, and whether I do it at a junior age or a senior age, it is always representing the country. So I wouldn't want to stop the athletes from representing the country. You understand? We know that we're gonna dominate, but you still that builds confidence for them too, When you go up against your Caribbean neighbors and you're dominating and you're running good, running fast time, carrying home a medal, whether it is gold, bronze or silver, definitely it is a good look for you, the athlete.
true.
You understand?
It's your build your resume.
Yeah, man. So I don't have an issue with them going there to perform. While the only issue I would have is if an athlete is at a level in their career that they are doing exceptionally well. Like when Nkrumah went there, I don't think he had to run.
I agree.
Because of what he did the week before. And normally athletes are vulnerable when they run their fastest, So definitely I wouldn't put him in that event. And injuries is set up in such a way that you can't even plan for it. It will just happen. So it is what it is where injuries is concerned. But I mean, like you them go run and enjoy themselves, man. Some of them want the plane trip. Some of them are first, some get the plane trip.
True, they go on the plane and then go flying.
So experiencing, and you never know what this can do for their track and field. Most times, athletes represent the country and they come back is a different athlete when they come on to training. So they would have gone there, been there, and they want to return, representing the country. It's a good look when you would seminar them Jamaica gear, man.
I hope it's better than last year. Carifta. Different country, so let's fingers crossed. Last year was something else.
All right. I think so. All right. So right now, people, we have a closer of the show in big up yourself. Thanks for calling.
No problem. Cool.
Yeah, man. Fabian, any closing words?
Champs is over. So I think no time for the seniors. Waiting patiently to see our senior athletes. Some have made their debuts, waiting for some others. Keep supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed as yet, subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. And we look forward to this show every week.
All right. So again, big up yourself, people. Thanks very much for tuning into another episode. Big up to all the persons in the chat room. Yeah, man, because you just come on a 2 hour with the on the show, Remember, a 2 hour show, We have to ensure that we don't carry the program as far as we used to carry. 2 hours. And we're over 2 hours. So, what about the poll? Hold on, let me see poll. What go on for your poll? Hold on. Who win the poll? We pretty much touch everything in a man. Jayden Hibbert, Champs, the Walcott interview. Yeah, man, we pretty much touch everything. So is Champs losing its hype and value? Let me end this. 46% say yes, 54% say no. So Champs is still right up there, people, according to the people. There's the result. 170 people vote. No 54, yes 46. So that is that. So again, people, hope to continue to keep you updated with what is taking place in track and field. Big up on yourself. And if you want to be a part of the group chat, just message me. See the number there on the screen. You can message me. I will send the link to you. I will just add it to the group. You understand? But big up yourself. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.